Hi, my name is Erica von Kleist, and today I'm going to talk about the different flutes that I play, starting with the C Concert Flute. This is the one that I started out on. I started flute when I was 9 years old, and I found my mom's old flute in a cupboard and just started trying to get a sound, and I taught myself a couple really easy songs. I love the sound of this flute because it's sort of middle of the road. It's sort of the most common flute that you hear in orchestras and in big bands. It's great for developing a nice centered embouchure, a nice centered sound. I'll just play a little bit. You can hear it. It's got a nice, beautiful range, beautiful sound to it. The other two flutes I have here are the Alto Flute and the Piccolo. I'm going to start with the Alto Flute. Now, when you switch to Alto Flute, you have to make a couple adjustments, primarily with embouchure. And embouchure is your mouth position and your mouth shape. With the C Flute, you have to have a nice, tight embouchure, not too tight, not too tense, but enough to get a nice, clear sound. However, with Alto Flute, you need to loosen that up a little bit. It's a bigger instrument, so it takes a little bit of a bigger opening from you as the player. If you're breathing correctly, your air's coming down here, and it's mainly being controlled by your mouth opening and from your abs and your diaphragm when you do vibrato. But because you have a bigger mouth opening, you're going to lose air a little bit quicker. So I know a lot of doublers who complain about the Alto Flute saying, oh, it takes so much air to be able to play this instrument. Well, it does, and you can get winded a lot more quickly, but you just have to practice it a little bit and sort of center your sound and just sort of get it dialed in a little bit. But your mouth does have to be a little bit bigger when you're playing it. The sound's a little bit airier, a little more sort of rustic than the C flute. My final flute today is the Piccolo, and in my opinion, this is the great equalizer. It is small, it looks friendly and cute and tiny, but it's actually, in my opinion, the most difficult one to play. Your embouchure not only has to be very centered, but it also has to be much tighter than the C flute. So that's why it's a good reason to start on that one, get your embouchure and your sound honed on that one first, and then tackle the Piccolo. Even though all three of these flutes are very different in size and very different in timbre, the same principles apply. Good breathing, control your air using your diaphragm and your abdominal muscles, and adjust this accordingly. But you want to be loose, you want to let the air flow freely, and above all, you just want to have a good time and make a beautiful sound.